Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. And a good afternoon, folks. Should say good evening, because that's when it's going to be uploaded. But good afternoon, because that's when I'm filming it. Good afternoon. Hello. Here we are, another review, another day, Tuesday I believe it is. Wendy's review. I have a little bit that I want to say in this video. So we're just going to jump straight into things here. Metaphorically, of course, because I'm sitting at the present. We bring you a review for the Spicy Sriracha Chicken Sandwich from Wendy's. Wendy's, of course, is going all out with their Sriracha dishes. Had the Sriracha Cheese fries, and now they have this Sriracha Chicken Sandwich. It's a real loaded sandwich. It has a lot on it, really. First and foremost, it comes with a Sriracha-infused bun, kind of playing off of what Burger King used to do with some of their buns. Also comes with the creamy Sriracha aioli sauce, onions, spring mix, Applewood Smoked Bacon, their special Sriracha Jack Cheese, described as one of a kind, their spicy chicken patty, and then, of course, granted, a second Sriracha-infused bun. So, that being said, you know what's on it. I know what's on it. I expect it to be a pretty spicy sandwich. So, here's a good part. It has a little bit of everything, a little bit of the sauce, a little bit of everything on it. Let's sit down to eating, and let's see what it tastes like. The Spicy Sriracha Chicken Sandwich going in from Wendy's. It's from Wendy's. Damn onions. Come on, you onions. Forget it, you onion. There's already a little bit of a problem, but I'll talk about that later. Stringiest onions I've ever had in my whole life. Really, they are. I mean, you can't escape it. Every single bite, it's a stringy bit of onion that comes right out. Let me just try to eat a different part of this sandwich here. Alright. I'll say it immediately. For this sandwich to be classified as very good, all they really need to do is just get rid of the onions. Just throw them out. Trash it. And then it's a fine sandwich. I would have no complaints about it. Chicken is great. Delicious, high-quality chicken. Real nice, thick chicken patty there. Juicy, flavorful. Has that baked-in spice in the breading. It's great. Even the bun. You bite into that bread, and you can actually taste some of the spiciness that's infused into it. The sriracha flavor, it's all there. It really is. They were very generous with the sriracha sauce that they put on it. The aioli, I should say. It's a bit redundant to call that a sauce. The Sriracha aioli, they just were so generous with it, a lot more so than what was in those cheese fries. If you want that Sriracha flavor, go with the sandwich because you're gonna get it and you're gonna get a lot of it. They drench it in that aioli. You're able to taste a lot of it. Real profound, noticeable, flavorful spiciness in every single bite you take. Sriracha Jack Cheese, again, contributes that Sriracha spiciness into the chicken, because it's really layered right on top of the chicken. The bacon you could even taste a little bit of. Bite in that crispy crunchiness of the bacon, you get that. You get a little bit of a refreshing kick from the spring mix, so it doesn't really cool the flames at all, but you do notice it. What's the problem? The onions. When it comes down to it, you want the eating experience to be enjoyable. The onions prevent that. You bite in, and every single bite you take, you get these stringy onions that just come right out. They get stuck in your teeth. They pull half the other stuff out with you. Get sauce everywhere. Over and over and over again. The onions, they cause more harm than they do good. Keep that in mind. It's a very good sandwich otherwise, but the onions really cause a big hassle, and you're really going to notice that. Very, very annoying. If you want, I recommend ordering this sandwich. Hold the onions, please. I took a few bites. I switched it. I wanted to see what it would taste like without the onions. It tastes just fine, sans onions. So I highly recommend you get this sandwich, but without any onions, because if you don't get the onions on it, it is a very delicious sandwich. And heck, I would easily rate this into the upper 8s or lower 9s if it didn't have these onions on it. Because it's a very good sandwich. Now the price, it is a bit expensive. It's around $6 for it. It's a delicious sandwich, but it's not a $6 sandwich. Maybe $4.99, $5 for it instead of $6.30 is what I paid for it actually. That was the price for it. I think this sandwich would just be a lot better without the onions because everything else just blends together so nicely. It tastes so good. Keep that in mind. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, out of 10, what am I going to be rating the Spicy Sriracha Chicken Sandwich from Wendy's? Out of 10, I'm going to have to give it an 8.6 out of 10 still. Again, one of the ingredients that causes such a problem and almost ruins the sandwich. But if you just get it without any of those onions, it's going to be a delicious sandwich. And I can guarantee you that, especially if you're a lover of all things Sriracha, you are not going to be disappointed by this sandwich. Two things I wanted to say very briefly. First and foremost, the staff here at this Wendy's was excellent. They had a problem with the speaker, actually. Now, mind you, the average price for this sandwich is going to be around $6.30. They gave me this sandwich for free, actually, due to the fact that there was a speaker issue when communicating the order to them, and they felt bad with that, and they handled the situation with professionalism and alacrity, and they handled it well. They gave me the sandwich for free, but remember that for most it'll be around $6. Secondly, one last thing I wanted to mention. I don't like getting on a soapbox too often, but when it's an issue that I feel strongly about, I'll mention it. Right here is a shortwave radio. Can turn it on. You'll hear some stations, a good amount of stations, a lot of voices. Well, shortwave radio is going to lose another voice real soon. One of my favorite stations, Radio Australia. And if you're not interested in shortwave, you could end the video right now. It's fine. I'm going to talk about this more in a VORW. But if you do listen to shortwave, you may know of Radio Australia. It's an excellent station, a comprehensive source of news, information, and entertainment from Australia, serving the Pacific and the world via shortwave radio. They announced the other day that they're going to be closing their doors and shutting down and closing shortwave broadcasts. I find this decision haphazard, not well thought out, with only money in mind and with no care of all the listeners that still listen via shortwave radio. I'm going to talk about this more, but all that I say is if you feel strongly about Radio Australia, you like the station, you like their programming, and you listen via shortwave, I recommend contacting them and letting them know your thoughts on this decision. They're going to be closing down in January, Enjoy it while it lasts, because it's going to be gone soon. It's a legendary shortwave station in a league of its own, and it's going to be gone soon, and it's going to be the end of an era. That's all I wanted to talk about. I hope you enjoyed the review, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, The Report of the Week, and take care.